16, and the geocolor overlay where those storms are raging in the central states right now. The lightning looks intense, and remember folks, the major record-breaking cold wave slides in behind this. Eyes open, jackets ready. Let's take a step out to the global scale and look at the latest from the ESA on ocean productivity. The phytoplankton and other carbon capturing mini-life in the sea over time. Within the publication, we not only have the overall patterns, but also the relative changes with El Nino, the Indian Ocean Dipole, and the North Atlantic Oscillation, which we'll come back to in a bit. But first, we're off to Jupiter, and Hubble has teamed up with Gemini and Juno to dig deeper into the storms of the giant planet. Hubble detected the structures in visible light, while Gemini picked up the thermal emission of water vapor, and Juno took radio readings of the lightning within the storms. Sounds a lot like storms on Earth. Gorgeous composite here of the various returns. And speaking of energy returns, let's take that pickup up to the gamma ray level. And folks, it is now confirmed that the 2019 tera electron volt gamma burst photon was not only real, not only the first ever at that energy level, but it's likely to be a more common feature they'll see in the future, and elucidates how the brightest explosions in the universe are indeed stronger than they have believed. Well folks, I said we'd have some fun with the paper, and yeah, this is it. Folks, as I mentioned before in previous episodes, I would love to discuss all of the information on cosmic rays and virus mutation and pandemics, especially now that we're at the modern cosmic ray maximum. But there's just too much speculation involved. And when it comes to this concept, the Arctic oscillation causing the current plandemic, come now. I'll say this, if by some magic this paper turns out to be correct, then please recall that the Arctic oscillation is another measure of the same cells as the North Atlantic oscillation. They are functionally the same thing. And when it comes to both NAO and AO, nothing controls them like the sun and cosmic rays, so we'd be coming back to blame once again. This is because the sun controls the global electric circuit through the pressure cells. It's not just air descending in high pressure to spread out at the surface and going up in low pressure after having sucked into that region. It's the planetary electricity doing that too. This not only affects the individual pressure cells, but the larger circulations and cells as well. It is a multi-pronged forcing situation. And this leads us to the top story, whose mystery should be somewhat lightened after that last one. The magnetic fields of active flaring sunspots. Of course, they have both polarities within the group, as all flaring spots do, black and white. And we see the flows of plasma mapped as well. And folks, see all the white regions spreading out the plasma while they curl and swirl back into the black regions. They do so almost exactly like the pressure cells of Earth. And beyond that, we know that electromagnetic flows connect those surface systems above, just like Earth's connected the ionosphere. Heck, the sun does the same action at a larger scale as well from the coronal hole interplanetary magnetic fields, which also...